All right, guys, today we got a special guest in the house. This man got some production credits on some of your favorite songs, even if you don't know it. He's also an artist, has been on Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7. I'm talking about the one and only SwiftOnDemand.
What's up, y'all, man? I already know.
What's good with you, Swift?
I'm here, man. I'm here. Alive and feeling good. Yeah.
That's all we can ask for, man.
That's all we could give God praise for.
Yeah. Let's start at the beginning. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Which part?
East. I was born in Flatbush, Brookdale Hospital.
Okay.
But then I went to Crown Heights, spent some time in Crown Heights, and spent my teenage years in East New York. So,
did you grow up with any siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I got an older brother, an older sister, a younger brother, a younger sister. So I'm exactly the middle child.
Wow. So you grew up in a real big family then?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bunch of us. It was a bunch of us. And the main household, it was a lot of us. Yeah, it was like 5 of us. Yeah,
what did your parents do for work?
So my mom, she's a CNA, and she take care of like, the elderly, and she does a lot of stuff like that, like nursing, and she bounced back and forth between those fields of work. But she been doing that for years. So that's what she do. And my pops, he does like, he's an entrepreneur. He just do his thing, So yeah.
Got you. And you're Jamaican, right?
Yeah, both Jamaican, really Jamaican.
And are you first generation?
Huh?
Are you first generation?
Yeah.
So was the household like real traditional Jamaican?
I mean, like porridge, cornmeal, like dumplings, like ackee, saltfish, like the whole 9, like straight Jamaican. Yo, if you hear my pops talk, like you probably won't even, if you're not island, you probably won't even understand him. Like he's strong with the patois. It's crazy. Like my mom, she knows how to turn it off and on. So,
got you. Okay. So what was it like growing up in a traditional household?
Very manly, it's strict, very strict, it's big on like knowing how to learn to respect and just have manners. My pops, he ain't play that shit. That was it. Respect, loyalty, and manners,
But, usually when you have parents that are, they migrate to the, to America and they immigrate to the country, they have like a really strong work ethic, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they instill that in you, like to pursue like certain fields and everything like that. How do you feel like that affected you growing up?
Well, oh God, how that happen? Sorry. But, that really helped me become like understand the value of what I should be focused on. You know what I mean? As building up, as becoming a man, as being the best teenager I could be. And you know what I mean? Like it just had a huge impact on me because I was my pops, he was just always he's mainly a party promoter. That's what he is, mainly a party promoter. He throws a lot of parties in like Brooklyn. He's been doing it for years, and I see stuff like that, growing up. My pops throwing these parties and he's coming home at night with all this cash and then this and that, you know what I mean? And showing me like, yo, look, it's ways. It's to hustle. My pops never had a job. For as long as I was alive, for I know, he never had a job. But somehow, money was always there. Food was always on the table.
So how would you describe yourself as a kid? Were you like really into sports, school, or music?
I was mainly in a lot of sports, basketball team, football, and mainly everything that the average teenage boy would go through, mainly any other sport you could think of, basketball, football. That was me. I was doing all that shit. But mainly what really started my whole situation for like entertainment and stuff like that, and me getting into like being a entertainer, I have to say it's my dancing career. You know, like I had like a whole dance team, a whole movement called Live Time. I had 100 dancers under me, and like,
So we talking breakdancing?
yeah, breakdancing, get light. It was mainly light feet. It was called light feet, get light, and yeah, I had a whole team, 100 dancers. It was a whole bunch of us. You know, we went out to different states to battle like different people, and it started off with battling in different boroughs and stuff like that, like Brooklyn versus Bronx. You know, we happened to be one of the first Brooklyn dance light feet teams in that dance world. You know, so it was a big movement, and a lot of the dancers that was under me and was with me, you know, they're all like, a lot of them I see is viral right now, big influencers. You know, a lot hat tricks, back flipping, and all that. All of those people you see, like, that's all my family, all of my bros. Like, we
Wow.
all like all those dancers you see back flipping on the train, this, that, da, 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 doing it. All of that, we all came up together, like all of us. But it's like I said, no exaggeration. It was like 50 to 70 members. I'm not gonna lie, and we all used to go to this community center in Park Slope. Yeah, it was a community center in Park Slope. Shout out to Mills and Clay Steves. They definitely played a big part in that. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy movement. And it was called Live Time, you know. So, but what happened, how I got into the music aspect of everything, when I got in high school, I met my boy on Smash. He's an artist too. Dope, talented rapper, artist, whatever you want to put it. But I met him in high school. I walked in a room. I was walking in the hallway, and I saw this dude spinning a freestyle in the classroom. Like, you know, and the class was in tune with him. Like they huddled up. You know what I mean? So I walked past, and I'm like, "What's that?" So, you know, he was spinning some bars though. It was fire. So I stood there and I was just listening. And I'm like, "Yo, damn, he fired!" Like, so eventually we ended up becoming cool. And then he told me like, "Yo, see you dance, bro. You make the dance beats. You ever try making a rap beat?" And I'm like, "Nah." He said, "Yo, make a rap beat," and I'm gonna rap on it. So I went back to the crib. Instead of making a dance beat, I tried making a rap beat. And the first one I made was, I felt like it was okay. So I played it for him. And he was like, "Yo, this shit is fire, bro. Please just keep doing it. Just go back home. Make a whole bunch more. Just keep going, keep going." So he gave me that energy. So I'm like, "All right, man, fuck it. Just keep doing it." So I kept the produce.
So
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
so how did you get into making beats to begin with? You started with the dance beats, but like
The
how did you
dance
learn
beats.
that?
The dance. So because we had the dance team going, like there was other dancers in the Bronx that knew how to produce. Shout out to
Mm.
Kid the Wiz. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was other dancers in the Bronx that knew how to produce. You feel me? And I saw that and I'm like, "Oh, snap. He making dance beats." I'm like, "How he do that?" So I go research the program, find out it's called FL Studio. Um, yeah, I started doing my thing with the program. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was frustrating at first. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I kind of gave up on it for like after 3 months. And I came back to it like 4 months later. I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna just try and do it again." But I really locked in this time and tried it, and it worked out. And we started dancing to the beats that I was making on the train. So we had a little routine. Every day, 8 o'clock, we all huddle up at Broadway Junction in New York, in the train station. We all huddle up there, and we'll ride the A line, the A train, all the way up to Manhattan, like every day. And we wouldn't stop until like, it would be like 8 to 5 p.m. Sometimes not. We'll go like hours and be up there. We'll definitely be done by like 9 for sure, 10 or something. Like, you know, because we be tired. That's all day. But that was the hustle. That's what I was doing every day up until I got into music. That was my, like, you know what I mean? I was like that. So, um,
So was this like pre-YouTube or post-YouTube?
No. This is on YouTube. It's all there. You can look up.
It's all on YouTube.
It's all on YouTube.
So
y'all gonna die laughing when I see this shit though. But listen, I was
so
yeah. Go ahead.
But the production though, you learned from watching YouTube videos, or like you just played with it until like you realized
I tried to watch YouTube videos. Honestly, I did. I tried to watch YouTube videos, but they somehow managed to never help me. So I just resorted to, let me just figure this shit out myself. And that shit was frustrating. But once I got one pattern and a bar to connect on the beat, and I heard it didn't sound off beat, I was like, oh shit, I think I did it. Like, I bet this is it. So I just kept copying and pasting, and I'm like, oh. And then from there, I'm like, nah, it's over. Let me just keep going. And figuring out. So and that's another thing. A lot of producers, a lot of people told me my mixing style, like they'll be like, oh, like the way I mix is not an average. I don't do that average go to how to. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like I actually came up with a certain way how to mix my songs or mix. It's a sound. You know what I mean? And I remember when I was coming up doing it, a lot of people was just, I'll get a little, like, you gotta do it like this. You gotta do this. You gotta follow this step. You gotta do this. Like, this is not done. But then I used to overwork my mind thinking like, damn, this shit's still not done. I thought it was done. I think this shit's still not done. But after a while, I say, nah, I'm overthinking this shit. I'm wilding. When I stopped overthinking, it was like, the beats was just fire. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, I had my little phase where it was questionable. The beat sounded questionable, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and be like I was fire off rip, like, you know what I mean? But I had an idea, you know what I mean? But right now I feel like I'm at a point with it where it's like I could literally do any style, anything, like anything.
So who were like the producers that you looked up to growing up that like motivated you to produce?
Swiss Beats, definitely. And Yay. Not gonna lie.
So
Swiss Beats
and Yay. Mainly those two?
Mm-hmm. Swiss Beats and Yay. Those were the two that kind of like, cause I used to, all the Swiss Beats at around that time, his era, that shit had, it don't matter what type of song it was, it always had a bounce. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I noticed, and I like that. That shit always stuck out to me, and I'm like, I want to make sure when I do my shits, they always have a bounce too. You feel me? So that was something I really focused on. And if you listen to my beats now, it could be a sad song, it could be a happy song, whatever type of song, but you still gonna feel a bounce. You're gonna feel the need to bounce still. You feel me? So I kind of took that aspect from him. I'm not gonna lie. And Ye, why I say Ye is because thing about Ye, he don't give a fuck. You're gonna hear his sound. You're gonna hear what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna hear what nobody else tell him what's talking about. You're gonna hear what he's talking about. You feel me? So I respect that about him, and that's something big to me because that's pure right there. That's like, you know what I mean? It's original. I don't know how it's explained. It's like very original.
It's unorthodox.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The way that he does it, yeah.
Yeah, so I really commend that. And the fact that he's an artist too, you know what I mean? He dropped music too. He does albums too and stuff like that, him being a producer. So that's why I say yay too, because I'm an artist myself. You know what I mean? And even though I'm not going to sit here and just rap on all my beats, sometimes I'm going to, somebody else beat or something too. So yeah, I'm an artist too. So I'll be looking at that too, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, so I know I'm not bugging it. I know I could make beats and make songs too. I'm not tripping,
So when did you get into actually writing rhymes? Because the producing came first, right?
Producing came first. And then, like once again, my boy on Smash, like, he was, it was certain concepts. Listening to him, his song concepts and the flows and everything he was doing was so fire. So it used to give me ideas. And I remember, like, when I used to pitch the ideas to him, sometimes, because the type of rapper he was at the time, he wasn't with it. Like, he'll be like, nah, I knew it was more like bubblegum down compared to what he hard, that hardcore shit. So I realized that he didn't take liking into that, So I said, damn, what if I try to do the song? You know what I mean? Like, what if I try to do a song? So that's what I did, So when I started getting the ideas, I tried it out myself, but I gave up instantly because I hated my voice. So I fell back and I'm like, yeah, Smash, do your thing. But then I realized that the melodic sound, when I realized I know how to play, use my voice in that way, then I'm like, then it started clicking to me like, oh, like I could really go this way too with it. I don't gotta only go this way. So a lot of my songs now, if you listen, now I'm at a point where I could jump in and out melodic and just regular rapping and jump back into a tone. And it's like there now, you know what I mean? But I remember before it was, I had to like fight between like, I'll be on a song like, all right, am I rapping this song? Or am I not going to go melodic? But now it's like, yo, I know if you hear one of my songs, you're going to hear both straight up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
It's like a rap sing kind of combo.
Yeah. It's like, I'll give you the bars, but I'll melodize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what rappers were you looking up to at that time besides Kanye?
So on the rapping tip, artist tip, Big Sean, definitely. His flow, the whole...
You know what's so crazy about that? Is that the tone of your voice sounds a lot like Sean, though.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like when you talk, like it sometimes like it sounds like him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people told me that. I ain't gonna front. But yeah, like Big Sean, Speaker Knockers, RIP to Speaker Knockers, man. Speaker Knockers, that dude was different. He was different. He was a young kid. I think he passed that like when he was like 19, I think. He was just blowing up. But his melodicness, if you don't know about Speaker Knockers, then if you listen to A Boogie, that was Speaker Knockers years ago. That's just the shortest way to put it. Speaker Knockers, then it's Boogie, then, you know what I mean? So, like, and I love A Boogie music, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that, whatever. Like, I'm just saying that before A Boogie, like, Speaker Knockers was there, So I used to listen to Speaker Knockers heavy, and I followed his story and everything, And when he passed, I was like, shit, damn. I actually wanted to do a song with him, damn, So that was somebody that really I listened to a lot back then. So shout out to Speaker Knockers and Big Sean definitely. And coming up, that's because I was really closed in on trying to figure out my sound. So I really wasn't focused on a lot of people, that's just the honest truth. So,
right.
But when I locked in on Speaker Knockers and Big Sean, I'm like, yo, I like those sounds. Maybe I could combine those, And if you listen to my songs now, that's kind of, what's going on.
So then at one point you put out the song Live Bounce, right?
Yeah.
What year is this?
2015.
Okay.
And I put out Live Bounce. Shout out to Young Tef, On Smash, Bugatti Ice, Lil Chris, the whole Lifetime movement that helped that happen. Like, we really structured a strategic marketing plan. Us being kids, young, we still did it though. It was crazy. Like, and I think we came up with that because I was so zoned in and focused on what needs to be done with the music. Like, I always was like, yo, let me make sure that when we actually start putting it out, we follow how these other celebrities drop. I don't know how to drop, but yo, look, Big Sean just did this and then he did this. And, he did this and had that. So maybe when we drop, we should do that too. So that's the type of time we was on. And shout out to the whole team. We stood there. I came up with a dance, basically. The idea I had in my head was, all right, Bobby Shmurda was lit around that time. Hot, excuse my language, but Hot Ninja was going crazy. You feel me? And Millie Rock was going crazy. So right around that time, I was like, maybe if I combine the Shmoney dance, Millie Rock, and I create a dance and add my dance after that and put the song together, something to go. You know what I mean? So I called the team up. I'm like, yo, listen, I got an idea. Come to the crib. They all pulled up to my crib in Far Rockaway. Like 5 of us in my pop's crib. Like all of us in the room. That shit crazy. We took pictures that day too. We look like sardines in that shit. That shit crazy. It's gonna be funny when I post that one day. But Yeah, we all pulled up. They pulled up 6 or 7 of us in my room in my pop's crib. And I'm squeezing between the bed trying to show them how to do the dance. Like, yo, the shit was crazy. Then we all had to line up because that's all the space we had. And we just trying to practice the dance in the room. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, we actually put a lot of effort into making it happen. And then, so he's like, I think we're ready to shoot our video now. So we just recorded ourselves doing the dance. We went to Times Square and recorded ourselves doing the dance and uploaded it on Facebook. I went to the store, came back, and shit had like 1,000 shares. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then the store is literally 2 minutes down from the block. So that was a fast, quick go, boom, come right back. You know what I mean? So I uploaded it and I'm like, I got to think of what else to do now. So I'm walking to the store thinking like, damn, what else could we do? Come back, bought my little beef patty and cheese, had like $5, you know what I mean? Came back, got to the crib, went on the computer, shit said 1,000 shares. I saw mad comments. They like, yo, this shit fire, this shit fire. I'm like, what the hell? So I call all of them. I'm like, yo, y'all see what's going on? Go to Facebook, go to Facebook, go to Facebook. So all of them, and huddling, they go call me back going crazy and shit. So they shit getting everybody to share it. Then I wake up the next day, I seen 100 videos all over Facebook with people doing the dance and tagging us. And they like, yo, this the new dance. I'm like, oh shit, this is happening. What the fuck? So like we kind of planned that out very strategic, it was a real, and it's true what they say. It's not, you can't just put up a song. You can't just upload and then that's it. Like we really had a marketing plan. The plan was we had the dance, we made the dance, mixed the dance in with other popping dances, put it on one song, do a video, do the other popping dances, and then do our dance at the last and make it look like, yo, what's that last dance they did? The live bounce.
Dope.
You know what I mean? So like we really carefully planned that out. As young as we carefully planned that out, So that's really how the whole live bounce thing happened, and that happened in 2015. And that's kind of what led me into,
Right. How old were you at the time though?
21. Wait, live bounce?
Yeah.
No, I think I was like 20 on. It's like 19, I think. Yeah.
Around there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then Cardi B's manager, Shaft, he approaches you because of the song, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then what happens?
Nah, he hit me up and he was like, yo, did you write Live Bounce? I'm like, yeah. Did you produce it? Yeah. And remind you, around this time, we had plenty. And let me go back on that. Shout out to Young Tef. Young Tef calls me. That was one of my lifetime members, She calls me and she's like, yo, this guy named Shaft keeps calling my phone for you. Like, bro, should I give him your number? And I'm like, wait, what is he saying? He's like, yo, I don't know. He just want to talk to you so bad. He just want to talk to you. So I'm like, all right, okay. So she gave him my number. He called. And he's like, yo, this is Shaft. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, okay, what's up? He's like, did you write Live Bounce? Did you produce it? I'm like, yeah. He says, oh, all right. Could I come see you right now? And I'm like, huh? This random ass nigga asking to pull up to my crib, like, come see me, what the fuck? But then in my head, I'm like, yo, let me chill, because this may just be the moment. I said, all right, I'm gonna send you my address, pull up. This guy pulled up.
But wait. Say, this is some random person that is asking for this. Like, how did you just instinctually, like you just knew, like maybe this might be something? Because
I'm telling you,
you from Brooklyn, so
never do no shit like that. You know what I mean? But for some reason, I'm like, you know what? This nigga sound determined. Like he knows something. Like he got something. You know what I mean? So, and mind you,
did he tell you that he was a manager or anything like that?
No, he told me he worked. It was short. But
okay.
One reason why that happened, because I did heard around that time, like he was the guy. You know what I mean? So
got you.
To see that he was calling me and shit like that, you feel me? So that's
so you knew a little bit of his reputation
out the blue, But it was like, all right, I heard of you, but you're actually calling me now. Okay, But so that happens. He pulls up to the house. In like 30 minutes. I live all the way in Far Rockaway, you know what I mean? So I was out there, and then he asked me to play some beats and stuff. So I'm like, all right. We go in the room, same room we made the dance in. We go in the room, play the beats or whatever, and everything I was playing to him, he was liking, you know what I mean? So then that's when he stopped and he's like, all right, I'm gonna tell you who I am and what I do. Da, da, da. He's like, I'm managing a girl named Cardi B, and I want to turn her into an artist. I need your help. Da, da, da. So that was the approach. So I was like, Cardi B. And then it's so scary because a week before he approached me with this, I did see a video of Cardi that went viral. You know, I mean, she was some joke, funny shit. And, you know, I laughed at it, you know? So being that he approaches me a week later, you know, and I don't even know he's connected to, you know, none of that stuff. Like, so I was just like, what the fuck? This is some crazy shit. What the hell? So that's when he told me, like, yo, you know, I'm managing her and I want to turn her into an artist. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, I just want you to turn some of your songs, flip it for a female perspective, and let's go from there. So I was like, all right, cool. But he was like, and anything we do with her, we'll go 50-50. And we handshook on that, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Bang. And on top of that, the promise too, he was going to help even blow Live Bounce up even more. If anybody wonders why Live Bounce didn't go nowhere or didn't, because I know a lot of people like, yo, what happened to that song? If anybody ever wondered, you feel me? That's the reason why. This is the reason why right here. We had the motion, we was going up, and my whole team got mad at me for this shit. You know what I mean? For you know, for stopping pushing Live Bounce to help Cardi and help Shaft. You know how crazy they was looking at me after we just built up to got all this motion and this. I just told y'all all the story, like, you know, the building up to that. So you know how crazy they was looking at me, seeing that I was just with Shaft and Cardi was working and I'm just there and, you know what I mean, just showing up. But they don't know that the promise that he already made to me, and I'm not trying to tell my business, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, let me let them wait. I don't want to tell everybody. I'm just, you feel me? Like, let me see first, because I'm not even sure yet. You know what I mean? So it was one of those. You feel me? So, yo, it just got out of hand. It was just like, yeah, I had my whole team mad at me. They was mad at me. And I was just thinking like, yo, don't side, because when I do this and I get this bread from doing this, I'm going to bless everybody. We going to be good. This, that. So being at the team, you know, now it's a lot of other politics that goes to that. So that's why it's just like, they may not understand how effective everything has been for me.
Right.
They really may not understand. It looked like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, what is he talking about? But they don't know how effective and how humble I've been about that happening too, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah.
We're going to get into the issues later, but what was your first impression of Cardi when you met her?
Cool as fuck. She was funny as fuck, bro. Like, I walked in and the first thing she said was, I farted. You know? So it was like, that right there showed me like, okay, all right, she's no harm. Like, okay, she's just chilling. Like, all right, like, you know what I mean? Like, but she was cool. She was cool. She was really standoffish though at first, just like anybody else would be, you know? She started to open up a little bit into after she saw like, okay, maybe this dude do know what he's doing, you know? So yeah, that's how that started.
So then you saw the potential in her from the beginning?
From the jump.
So you knew that she could be big, like as big as she is now? Yeah,
facts. I already knew that type shit. And I remember we all used to tell her that. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the only one that used to tell her that. I ain't going to lie. The manager used to tell her that too. We all used to tell her that. Like, yo, we know what's going to happen. Anybody around that era, that time, you know, shout out to Cashflow, Pops, CJ, J Class, shout out to J Class. Like, everybody that was around that time, they know, you know?
So you end up working on her first mixtape, right? And you produced like what, 80% of it, you said?
The first mixtape, yeah, you could say 85, 90, you could say that, yeah, pretty much.
But did you ghostwrite those tracks? Or you said that a lot of those were your tracks that you like switched the lyrics on, right?
But that's the initial, that's when we first started working. But that's not what's on the tape, you know?
Oh, got you. Okay.
Like, it was a year of me being in that basement, so we made a whole bunch of songs. But that's like what made it. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. But yeah.
So then you're helping ghostwrite the songs too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she never wrote or anything?
Thing is, I know she can, but I don't know why she chooses not to. You know, it's like, I don't know if it's a lazy thing. I don't know if she feels like, nah, that's my mind is. I don't know. I don't know. But as far as I know, when I was around, I was penning. So
got you.
Yeah.
And the whole time that you said you're in the basement for a year working on this, they not sliding you any bread during this time or anything?
No, look, so I'm not gonna say they're not sliding me bread. So here's the thing. Deals is happening. You know what I mean? Checks is being dished out, being signed, whatever. The only check so the first check I received was $8K off of the mixtape when we first got like our first payment off the mixtape, because it did 100K. It did 100K. So I received 8K. I think.
But he had shook your hand and said 50-50, right? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. All right. You feel me? So yeah. So and the crazy part is, we did do he got me to sign a contract, right? But he told me that was the artist recording contract. You're signing me as an artist. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm doing way more than just trying to be pushed as an artist. You feel me? So that's just.
So he's signing you to be him be your manager.
Basically, yeah. Me and Cardi was
okay.
We had the same manager, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
At this time, you're basically being an A&R, right? You're helping her develop as an artist and everything, find the right sound.
I didn't know that's what that was called. You know, I'm just thinking, hey, but at that time, yes, I was artist development. She was definitely going through the phase of I mean, like, I'm talking about us in the closet, and I'm like, yo, this part, you got to say it like this. Like, you're not doing it. Like, that, I mean, like that. That's how, you know what I mean? Like, so it was
because I want people to understand that there's a difference between beat making, like, oh, he just made the beats, versus an actual producer, somebody that's in there coaching you, somebody. And then also you said that you helped write it too. So this is a full all around working on the project.
I'm going to just say this. I'm like the one-stop shop. I'm not going to front. If an artist work with me, they really don't have to stress. Like, on some shit. If they don't even want to write, no, per se, they good. That's why certain artists fuck with me, because they know, like, and I'm not out here telling nobody business and this and doing that and none of that. But this situation is public information, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm telling business, whatever case is, because it's on the credits. You can see the shit. It says it right there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's why artists really tend to work with me, because I deliver. I'm not going to play. I'm going to deliver. You feel me? So that's why I'm not saying here just talking up smoking air. Like, I see a lot of comments like, what did he do? Is he work? Like, how is he expecting? It's not entitlement. There's no way this could be entitlement. A nigga worked. A ninja worked. Sorry, excuse my language. You know what I mean? But like,
oh, it's all good. You could cuss, do whatever. But
shit.
So,
all right, fuck.
What is she telling you during the whole process of you working on the project?
During that time?
Yeah. So, is she like saying to you that, you know, like she value you or anything like that? Or she's telling you anything about...
I'm not going to, yeah. Me and Cardi was close. We was friends. Best friend. You know what I mean? We was close. You know what I mean? We was friends. Like, you feel me? Like, obviously, because we had to be around each other. We ain't have no choice. There was no choice. We had to be around each other every day, you know? It was like, you got to remember, I wasn't just the producer either. You got to remember, this guy, Shaft, was like sending me, after a while, when they saw how well I was able to handle everything, it'll be a time where he'll send me out of state alone with her to go handle bookings. And he'll stay back and chill. You know what I mean? Like, so little shit like that. And I'm, I'm in there, collecting back ends from promoters and shit. I'm not a
Wait. So you trying to say that you was almost like the road manager too?
I'm trying to tell you. Look, I'm trying to tell you. It was a lot going on. Like I said, it was me. Let me mention these names, man. J Class, CJ, Patience, Marge, um, you feel me? Like, it's other people, that made that effectively happen. Like, I don't even know. It's so much I don't even know where to start with this shit. Like,
So how did the Love and Hip Hop thing come about? Was the first mixtape already out?
No.
Okay, so
Hip
this
hop
came
came
before.
first. Shaft set Love and Hip Hop up. Yes. Wait, let me not say that. I don't know if it was him or DJ Self. I have no idea because I don't want to be sit here and say a fact. So I don't know who set that up. To be completely honest, I don't know, but it got set up. So the Love and Hip Hop shit came about, and she was doing good on it. Like it was loving her on it, so they're trying to figure out how to keep it going, so that's where the chef, I see why he brought me in for the music aspect, because I know in his head he was like, yo, she could do the music on there, so I already see what he was thinking. And I realized that months down the line what the plan was. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, right. But yeah, Love and Hip Hop.
But they had another plan originally, and that didn't go through. So they approached you to come on, right?
Exactly. Like their plan originally. I'm gonna keep it. It was a situation with self artists at the time. I forgot her name, man. Major. It was a situation at the time. They had Cardi and her had a little back and forth, or whatever. So they were supposed to film with her apparently, and self, because I was self artist, and and I think I don't even know where it went wrong. I don't know what happened, but I just know next thing you know, I was approached and they asked. I was in the basement working on some beats, and they just came downstairs and they was like, "Yo, Swift, you want to be on Love and Hip Hop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah, they like, "All right." No, yeah, I swear to you, that's really how it happened. I'm sitting there on the computer just doing what I do. Yo, Swift, I'm like, this, yeah. Like, yo, you want to be on Love and Hip Hop? I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. So they're like, all right, cool. We got to fly your girlfriend out. I said, wait, what? Damn. Like, they going to pay for her to come out here. She's in London. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, she's in London. So they're like, yo, we'll pay for her to come out. It doesn't matter. Just please, Swift, just tell her the plan. So they're like, fine. Okay. I said, all right, tell her. I'm like, all right, fine. So they ended up setting it up. We had um, they had a fly out or whatever, pay for her flights and everything, and I called her, beforehand.
Wait, but let me ask you this first, okay? So when you're doing Love and Hip Hop, they use your background and everything, and do they write a story for you to act out, or this is all real?
No,
So
they do it strategic. They just use real situations. That's why it's like you get cast based on your story, your situation. So they use the real situations that's going on, but anything left out, of course, they have to, or if it was happened at a later date, of course, they have to timestamp it, you know what I mean? And whatever. But besides that, they use real situations,
Okay, so in the show, they put you in a love story with Cardi and everything. Were you guys having that kind of relationship off camera already?
Well, no. Definitely not around that time. I can honestly say after that, it was probably way after that, because it's like they was just putting it in the air and shit, you know what I mean? So whatever. But around that time, no. We just know that we had to, we just know TV. You know what I mean? TV. So yeah.
But the kiss was real, or that was like, oh, like you guys should kiss on TV or something like that?
Like, the kiss happened. The kiss happened. I could say that. Yeah, the kiss happened. Like, yeah. Mm.
Okay, so then like you said that they fly, but he already had the foresight that your girlfriend was going to be involved in this. You see what I'm saying? You see why I'm asking you? Like,
okay, look, so when I was after when they asked me when I'm being show, I was like, yeah, and they asked me about would she be okay with it. So I call her and I let her know, and she's excited about it. So and I already knew that, you know what I mean? So because obviously Love and Hip Hop never had nobody from over the seas on the show, so that was the major thing too, because she was strong with the London accent and all that stuff, so they kind of did take a lot of liking into her, so Shaft, whatever, they set it up and they got booked up flights and everything, and first day for filming, she was out here first. Mm-hmm. And she stayed down there the whole time for filming, and she went back after the season was done, basically. And I think she came back again. Yeah, she went back after the season done, and she came back for the reunion, then went back again. But yeah.
so when you first agreed to be on there, were you thinking like, oh, I'm going to be in the middle of some drama, or I'm just trying to be involved in these little clips of seeing me in the studio? Like, what are you thinking?
That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, all right, cool. Studio clips, cameo, fire. Like, yeah, I could show them I'm making beats. Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like that, but I didn't know that. Like, it goes scene to court, scene organized. Like, so it was like, okay, I have to adapt when the camera turned on, because it's like, even you just gotta be prepared. You just gotta be prepared. That's what I learned.
Because I saw an interview, I think, that you did with my boy Bullet Scotty, right?
Yeah,
Rapmatic, and he was saying you explained that like they leave parts out, right? They cut stuff out. Like there's not a lot of context sometimes when in reality TV.
Like even the scene, like I did a whole dinner scene with her where I was like apologetic to her, but that scene somehow looked like, that was a complete dickhead and shit, but yeah, I did have my little, it was a situation that it was too personal. It was a situation that happened right before we got accepted for filming, for casting, and it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just sucked it up. And because we already accepted to film, I'm like, let me just knock this out. Fuck it. Let me just do it. But like I said, there's a lot to that. Yeah. Mm.
Did they tell you straight up like how much you was gonna make off of that?
Nah, because I didn't even think I was gonna get no money, honestly. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna just go, take the publicity. And that's that. I ain't even care if they, at the time paid me. I was just like, all right.
But you were happy with the money though that they gave you?
Yes. At the time, yes, I did. Because I didn't even expect to be getting, I'm just chilling. I'm right there on the side. Like, what the fuck? So I didn't expect to be getting no 9K, 8K just for chilling. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, at that time, obviously there's other cast members that get paid way more. But to get paid around there just for just what I was doing and, every episode, I'm just like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Like, it's what it is. Yeah.
So then you and your girlfriend Asia end up breaking up after that season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what is the relationship like with Cardi at that point moving forward?
We was good. I ain't gonna lie. Our relationship got stronger after that, or whatever. Cause I wasn't trying to put the whole cheating narrative out there. So it wasn't like, we wasn't really dealing, you know what I mean? Like that, you know what I mean? But after Asia.
And I see you say that in every interview too. You make it sure like that it's known that like the reason why you guys broke up wasn't because of Cardi. The reason why she broke up with her boyfriend wasn't because of you. There was other things.
Nah, she ain't break up with her boyfriend because of me. I don't know.
Right.
Nah. Like I said, even if it was a little son, it's not. We was realistic about real life. You know what I mean? I was realistic. I was like, nah, come on, let's be real. You feel me? But Nah, we wasn't there with it. Niggas just really, I was just so focused on getting to the bag. I was just like, yo, I was so motivated seeing them make all the money from the bookings, and like I'm counting, I'm helping, mind you, it came to a point that sometimes they'll just have me count the money. You know what I mean? Like we counting money and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, Shaq be like, yo, Swift, count this for me, man. He'll walk out. I'm here thumbing, counting money that's nothing to do with me, not mine. Obviously, you know what I mean? But I'm just little shit like that. You feel me? Just mad shit, bro. Mad shit. Yeah.
So why were you only on Love and Hip Hop for one season? Was that your choice?
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't want to keep going?
No, because at the time I did want to keep going, but because of the sourness that developed during the thing, it was like it would have made sense if I just wasn't in the right space to do that. I didn't even care about that at the time because everything else was going on. When I started learning of everything, you know, I didn't really care about that, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you go back now if they asked you to?
Yeah, I don't mind. I got 3 kids now. You know what I mean? My shorty, she's beautiful as fuck, mad pretty, you know what I mean? She a little baddie. She got a little badass friends and shit, you know what I mean? So we got a big ass little fucking wolf looking dog and shit. I'll get up on that shit now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind.
Do you feel that it benefited you, or is there a stigma attached to it? Being on that show,
I'm never going to downplay Love and Hip Hop. They did their big one with me. I'm not going to front. All the producers, they was nothing but nice to me. Everybody, nobody was foul play towards me. Nothing. Like everybody was good. Everybody showed me love. And shout out to B Jones too. He was one of the main producers there, just showing love. Shout out to Marty, Amber. Yeah. They showed me nothing but love, so I can't even, yeah. And Mona,
right, Mona,
nothing but love, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So at what point did the issues between you and Cardi and her camp start happening?
Honestly, me and Cardi issues just started happening, like now. But the camp, this has been going on for years.
Right,
this has been years because I always told them it wasn't about Cardi, you know, and it wasn't about like the money with Cardi. So that's why it wasn't no beef with Cardi, you know what I mean? Or it's still not no beef. It's just a misunderstanding. And I'm waiting for.
So when you say her camp though, you mean with Shaft?
Shaft, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's he got there's a lot going on with that, you know. I'm not gonna disclose everything, but there's a lot going on with that. You know, but just no shit's getting handled for sure. You know, so she's getting handled for sure with that. But yeah.
So after the initial $8K that he gave you from the mixtape, did you ever get any more money from that?
From the mixtape?
Yeah.
No.
You never got any more money from the first mixtape?
No. He gave me $8K. That was it. Off the mixtape. So
how much do you think they made off of the first one though?
Oh God. If you see, even if you look it up now, it's still streaming very well up to today. It's crazy. I just don't know how, but it is. Everybody keeps talking about it's just a mixtape, but it's streaming very well up until today. So I don't know.
Because I think that there's this connotation, right? Because like sometimes when people say mixtape, it's like other people's beats that you rapping over, but this is like almost like what a street album because it's all original production and everything, right?
All original, no samples, no nothing, everything created from these fingers.
So that means that it's legally you should be receiving money off of it.
Of course, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I did my little research. I did all my researches. I found out Song Trust, and shout out to listen, y'all artists, listen to me. If y'all listen, artists, go sign up for Song Trust, get your ASCAP or BMI, whatever the case is, get your Audium, Google that, Audium, get your Audium, Sound Exchange. Listen, you want to sign up for all these sites. Every song you put up, you register that song to all of these sites. Start getting your bread. Stop leaving money up. I'm telling y'all what I learned. Straight up. I bet. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you also have like 3 years to claim that you were a part of writing something, right? Because then after that, it's like almost like you lose fight to do it, right?
I would say 7 years till it's like
7 years.
Yeah, till it's like completely just a rap type shit. Yeah, 7 years.
So then, like, okay, so then you start working on the second mixtape too, right?
The second mixtape, yeah. So literally right after the first mixtape, jumped straight into the second mixtape. Straight into it.
So then how much of that did you do?
On a production tip, it was more I co-produced with Jay White on it, but I wrote everything. So it's like
you wrote everything?
So yeah. So we obviously, of course, bits and pieces was put in from Shaft, like ideas, like, yo, nah, just change this. Yo, change this. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, because I can't do everything by myself. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, so of course he gonna have his ideas, like, yo, nah, change it, just tweak this, that. But in order for him to get the idea, I gotta write it out first. And then,
gotcha, okay.
Then everybody pick, critique, change, and da-da-da. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's really what it is, bro.
So then what is the conversations with Shaft at this point? Are you guys having like serious talks that where he's taking you serious? He's saying like, yo, like I'm gonna give you some money, or what is happening?
I can't get Shaft on the phone to save my life.
No, I'm talking about during that time. During that time though, like when you're working still with her, like are you talking to him about, hey, I need more money, or like what's going on?
No, listen, I'm not even pressing him about money. I'm like, yo, son, my song, it's dying out. What are you gonna do to help it? But nothing was done. Nothing was done. So that's when I realized that, oh shit, maybe I'm wasting my time. What the fuck? I done did 2 tapes, this, that, and what the hell? We still can't get to a little bit of what I got going on, So it was just like, damn. And I'm not pounding out for payment, but at least help me, So that's why I was just like, nah, fuck this. I ended up just asking for a release form. And I got the release form. And once I took the release form route, you already know what came after that. So, yeah.
So did you get any payment for the second mixtape?
No. So my thing is, I'm still dealing with not trying to figure out, it's figured out already. I'm handling that now. But the second mixtape was put out through Atlantic and KSR.
Oh, wow. So, okay.
Yeah.
So there's big bread involved in that one.
So you feel me? So the first one was through KSR, but the second one was through Atlantic KSR. And yeah, Shav kind of, he listened, and I'm going to say this part, and I'm only saying this part because this was the mistake I made. So if any artist there listening right now, and whatever producer, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Like, make sure you have that paperwork, son. I'm begging you, please, make sure you have that paperwork. That shit is essential. That shit is essential. It's crazy. It's essential.
So what year did you finally separate yourself?
2017.
So right before Bodak Yellow or after?
No. Way before Bodak. So
wow, okay.
2000. So she got signed to Atlantic in February 2017. I think I separated back in March, the next month. Yeah, because that's why I was so hot. I couldn't get over it. I was just, because the deal was signed and, I ain't see $1, you know what I mean? So I was just like, and mind you, I was already not seeing $1 and a whole bunch of other stuff that I was just pushing to the side. I'm just like, okay, it don't matter, because when we get the big deal, I'm going to finally get paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all that other shit, I'm just pushing to the side. I'm not worrying because I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna watch their pockets. I'm not here to do that. I just want to go up. You know what I mean? So I push all of that to the side. And so when like the Atlantic Day came and, you know, 500K on the table, mind you, it's literally just me, J Class at the time, that's the other manager, Shaft, Cardi, and shout out to Patience. So, but as far as splitting the payments, so it's 500K, right? You imagine we just all put our work in. Like Patience did her work, Cardi did her job, Shaft did his job, I did my job, J Class did his job. So the money's here now. You know, the money's here. So 500K bust down. I don't see nothing. So mind you, I ain't even overreact. I ain't this, that. You know, it's not even like it's a moving label of 20 people you have to pay off right now. And damn, it's too much people. Damn, yo, I hope y'all can understand. I can't pay. It's not even like, I'm talking about J-Class, Shaft, Cardi, and Swift. We talking about 500K. Wait, Patience. What did Patience? I don't know if she got paid out of that. I don't know. But still, if a handful of people with 500K, come on. And I ain't see zero. You know what I saw?
But how are you sustaining yourself at this time though?
I made it look good. You understand? Like that's what people don't understand. I made it look good. I'm just like, yo, I have to be calm. Like, because if I don't, niggas gonna probably drop me. Fuck. And they gonna not gonna fuck with me. Damn, then da-da-da. Like, if I press this nigga again about money, like, is he gonna wild out this time? Like this, that, da-da-da. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of times he get into arguments with Cardi. And, you know, and I ain't gonna front. I will say this. There's plenty of times he got into arguments with Cardi. And the first thing is, I'm about to drop that bitch. So she ain't about to talk no manager. Fuck it. I don't want to work with her no more. Then Cardi would call me like, fuck him, Swift. We could just do that, da-da-da. And I'm just stuck in the fucking middle. You know what I mean? Like mending the shit back together. And then, you know, I'm like, nah, Cardi, don't talk like that, man. Nah. I'll call Shaq and the other line, yo, Shaq, chill, man. Like, she don't mean like that, man. Come on, like, we just got to finish this. Come on. That was me, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
but what I'm saying though is like, how are you paying for things if you're not getting paid at this point? Like, how are you living?
Good question. So I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'll eat when they eat, or whatever the case is. I have my own little bread here and there. Thank God, because you know I already did my time and shit. But I got caught up in a little situation, or whatever the case is, with the swipeys or whatever. But that's done. You know what I mean? So I had money. I came in with my bread. I had money. You know what I mean? So
gotcha. Okay.
I was on my shit. Not gonna lie. I was already backing out 2 cars paid off and everything. I was on my shit. But what happened was I had got locked up. And then when I got locked up, I was in fucking Bergen County prison. That shit was mad fucking annoying. I was there for like probably almost 3 months, 2 months, whatever the case is. And just enough fucking time. Don't need to be there for no longer than that. You know what I mean? Like it was just an experience. And like, yeah, it was just like, all right, jail is not for me, bro. Like I got to get to
What year is this?
2015.
2015. Oh, so right before everything starts popping off. Gotcha.
I get locked up. And then the next day, that's when I called the team. When I came out, they came to see me and I told them the idea with the dance. That's what I was explaining to you earlier. That was actually a day after my release.
Wow.
Facts. Came home, I went straight to that. I'm like, I missed it so much. I was like, yo, and it's only been like a month or 2. I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's prison. I don't wear no yellow jumpsuit. I'm looking at these losers. I'm like, nah, fuck, nigga. It's not me. Like, what the hell? Hell nah. Hell no. You know what I mean? So I literally was like, yo, when I get out of here, bro, like, fuck it, son. I'm just gonna make these songs. I'm gonna do this. And you know how niggas get locked up and they start talking about changing life and shit. You know what I mean? You know, right. So I had that moment or whatever. But Yeah, so I'm like, nah, when I get out, I'm gonna do music and take this shit serious.
Now you didn't get religious?
I did. I prayed. I'm praying to God, and you know what I mean, and all that stuff, man. And but yeah, so that happened. That passed. So that to fast forward now, like that's really how that came about, right there. Whatever the case is, like, yeah.
So recently there was a claim that we're going to say allegedly Cardi spends $3 million a month and turned down a $65 million tour offer, right?
Right.
You end up DMing her and say, when I see stuff like this, all I remember is that phone conversation where you said, don't worry, I got you. And she even got mad when you said, don't forget about me, right? Can you talk about what year is this and that phone conversation?
Oh, let me look in my DM right now and check. They've actually. Oh, we mean that what you just saw, the most recent one? That was a couple days ago.
I know the original conversation on the phone where she's talking about where you were talking about. You were like, I remember that phone conversation where you said, "Don't worry, I got you."
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right, my bad.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. So one day, me and Cardi, I was at a house and shit. So she about to and this is funny as hell. I got the laptop, but yeah, she about to Damn, what was the question again? I'm sorry, bro. My bad. What was the question again?
No, yeah, the original phone conversation that you were talking about where she told you, "Don't worry, I got you." She gets mad when you say, "Don't forget about me."
No, yeah, so yeah, she know what I'm talking about. Cause I'm not even gonna sit here and seem like some nigga trying to get more clout and say unnecessary shit. But she knows what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? When I said that, but like, fact of the matter is, when she got with Set at the time and shit, I don't know if she felt like I was going to be heartbroken or something. I don't know what it was, but she kept telling me she's sorry. And like, even she went out to fucking Atlanta with him. And I guess the pictures went viral when they was holding hands. You know what I mean? So people started calling me like, yo, did you see that? And I'm just like, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Like, I saw it. Like, so then they're like, yo, but I thought that. And I'm just like, nah, y'all thought it wrong. Like, it's all right. So, but she calls me because she knows that people's probably hitting me going crazy right now. This. So she's just like, so we got on the phone. I didn't speak to her like the whole weekend. So we got on the phone and shit. And she was like, yo, I'm just meeting people, just doing new things and stuff. And I'm like, nah, it's all good. Like, yeah, do your thing. I was just like, yo, just please don't forget about me. It's all right. I'm not mad. I was like, I know you probably thinking I'm bugging right now with these pictures and shit. I'm like, yo, I dad told her this. I said, yo, don't forget about me. She's like, Swift, why the fuck would you even say that? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, nah, I'm da-da-da. You know what I mean? So I said, damn, probably I was wilding for even saying that. Fuck, whatever. But fact of the matter is, yeah, I love her. That's what that conversation was about. So that's why, and mind you, in my eyes, how I knew it, she's a person of her word. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what I followed. Like, that's what I knew her for, being a person of her word. So she's getting mad at me for holding her to her word. You know what I mean? Because in my head, I'm like, yo, she always, she's a person of her word. That's what she displayed to me when we was around each other, Like, she got me type shit, So I was like, all right. So that's why it's like funny. I know it's like time zone is different. It's different time and now different time period. It may seem like, all right, you forget about the word or whatever the case is. But that's what that really was about. It wasn't about her even spending $3 million a month. I know how Cardi spends. She go crazy. Cardi's not a regular spender. She do her thing. She don't do, you know what I mean? So I know that. I was just like, damn, to just know that caliber of stuff is happening. Yo, I know you could do something to get this dude on the phone I know you could do something. I know you could do something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was just my thing. Like, but at the point, I was just basically letting her know, like, she doesn't have to, I'm good. You know, I'm not going to stress you. Like, it, you know, I just see it. I still want you to know, like, all right, you know, but that's how that went.
Right. So in that DM, you said, I thought you would have moved the muscle and helped me by now, but I thought wrong. I had to get that off my chest. What was your intention in sending that to her, though?
No,
like, were you hoping she would feel bad and help you, or?
No, yeah, I was hoping she would like be like, yo, damn, son, Swift, damn, he really, all right, damn, he's seriously, you know, concerned about this shit. Like this, he keep hitting me up about it, but you know what I mean? That's where that was just coming from, you know? But other than that, I see like that's not, you know, that's when I realized like, yo, it's really not that. It's really not that. So
Yeah. So you released the audio message from the DM, right?
Right.
And she's cussing you out, and she's saying, "Don't believe everything you hear on the internet." And she's got 3 kids to take care of.
Right.
So what is your reaction when she says that to you?
I ain't gonna lie, I got mad. I really got mad because I'm like, I got kids too, bro. Like, what the hell? What does that mean? My thing is like, and this whole narrative of taking care of a grown man really has to stop. It's not no taking care of nothing. When you use something that you have to pay for, pay your dues. If you don't want to pay it financially, pay it in another way. But pay your dues. Don't talk about no you was somebody taking care of a grown man. What do you mean taking care of a grown man? This grown man put that work in. You talking about did his job. The job he told him won't get a job. Like, the grown man did his job, put the work in, you know? So, yeah.
Right, because from your perspective, it's like, if you're talking about taking care of somebody that didn't do any work or anything like that, that's a different story. But you're talking about somebody that was there helping you shape your sound, put in all this work.
You talk about what, like, you don't do that. That's actually corny. That's corny. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Like, cause it's like, I never did that to you. You like, never. I always told good, even work, even whatever it is, well, like, always spoke good. You know what I mean? So it's like, for you to still think like that, even before me posting this, but just to know that that's your mindset, how you think of me, is just like, damn, shit. I needed to do this to.
Do you think you were wrong though? Do you think that you were wrong for releasing that audio or that the text, the DM?
A lot of people may think I was wrong for that. In my opinion, I don't think I was wrong because it's been new. That's shit like that always go on. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been covering and making her look good, just in hopes of like, yo, I know she gonna do right, or she'll help me one time, or whatever. I'm gonna just keep doing my thing till she figure out how she can help me. Like, cause at one point she told me she just don't know how. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever. So that was a while back. But then it's like, it's different not knowing how and wanting to know how. You know what I mean? Like, that's 2 different things. So yeah, it was just a lot with that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, shit was crazy.
So then she also responded in the comments, and she said, "And please tell them how I have given you my lawyer's numbers and all my managers' numbers, from new ones to old managers. You are upset because our first manager, Shaft, put you in a effed up deal that my own managers tried to help you get out of. Mind you, I was in an effed up deal myself with the same person that I had to end up paying 11 million. I even had Offset trying to help you with your paperwork. I told you millions of times I got no control on the mixtapes that you worked on because it's under our old manager label, not Atlantic.
Right.
A grown-ass man counting my pockets by social media, talking about I'm taking care of dudes. I got 3 kids and I take care of my family and I pay my own bills. I don't owe you nothing. So what is she talking about? She don't deal with Shaft at all anymore?
Nah, so that's wait, hold on. Yeah, so she was in a so Shaft told me the reason why I couldn't get my money was because they was in a lawsuit. You know what I mean? So when I figured that was the reason, and the only way I figured that out was by doing my first Instagram rant. Cause I was already doing calls. I did an Instagram rant in 2022 or whatever. But yeah, that was but prior to the rant, I was already calling, and I got blocked and all this extra shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, fuck it, let me just do the Instagram route. So I do that. Sure enough, Cardi calls me. You know what I mean? Like apparently, wanted me to take the post down, but I wasn't even talking about her in the post. I was coming at Shaft. You know what I mean? So like that right there, I said, all right. And she said, you know what? I'm going to help you. Please, just take it down. I'm going to help you. So I said, all right. I took the post down. So much people was mad at me for that because they like, bro, like, you can't keep doing this and not, no, I don't need it right now. No. You can't keep doing this and not following up. You know what I mean? Like, people like, yo, bro, like, so a lot of people got mad about that, but I only did that because I'm like, yo, nah, man. She said she about to help me. Like, she gonna put it together. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. She did send me her manager's number. She did send me her manager's number, but there was no communication. So irrelevant. I sent her my attorney number to send her people's. No response. Irrelevant. I even asked for her attorney's number. Didn't get that. Irrelevant. So that's what I'm saying. There's mad little tactical shits along this timeline that has me frustrated. For me to do that, you have to understand, like, it's just like, yo, come on. Like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this
Well,
the stringing games?
Because we're talking a lot of years at this point, right? We're talking about the mixtape came out 2016, 2017, and then now
I gotta wait. You know, the mixtape come out, boom, then Bodak and this, that. Now I gotta wait to get paid still because of the lawsuit. Lawsuit over. You know, Shaft comes to Miami after he claims he get his 11 million or whatever from Cardi. Because I saw that. And I did understand that. When she told me that, I did understand that. That's why I said it wasn't about the money with Cardi. Because I was mad for her. I said, fuck. This nigga took 11 million. Damn. Like, shit, I could have got best for sign out of that. So, you know, that's how I was looking at it. So I'm like, damn, this nigga crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So,
wait, why did she have to pay him so much money?
Because I ain't gonna lie, you know, to my knowledge, allegedly, I don't know. I think I think it was something with QC or something. I don't know.
Got you.
I don't know.
Okay, but you ended up responding to her though, and you said that's a lie. Offset never helped with no paperwork, right?
Facts,
and then you said you gave me contacts and nobody followed up at all. I told you it's about the money with Shaft. Wasn't about the money with you. It was credibility that brings me money. So she never like credited you as like shouting you out, saying, "Hey, shout out to." You know, Swift.
Have you ever saw that?
No.
Have anybody ever saw that? Okay. That's just like, you know what I mean? And that's what she's failing to understand. It's something so simple with me. You know what I mean? I'm not a difficult person, bro. I'm like, it was something so simple. Like, I was really looking forward to, because I'm like, all right, cool. I know all this happened and, you know, she got a new team now and whatever the case is. I know what I'm doing now. I'm knowledgeable. I left with some knowledge and I know how to move. I know I learned the blueprint. I know how to actually do it now. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like beating myself up about it. I was actually happy about being able to do my own thing without having to worry about, you you know, doing it away specifically. You know what I mean? Like, so I was okay with that. You know?
So then
But
you said I got 3 kids, my damn self. You know what the fuck? If I didn't pick my phone up, none of this would be happening. I've been trying to contact you off and on this whole time, no solid communication. You even told me that you couldn't help me because of Offset.
facts.
Because what, he felt a way about you or what?
Honestly, I don't even know if that's true. Like, I don't even know if that's true because I can't sit here and say he felt the way about me. We don't know each other. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I can't say that. But she did say that, you know, so I just left it as that. It is what it is. Like, you know, that was the reasoning. I said, damn. So just because that, I can't get nothing because of that. So I really kind of left it alone after a while. I was just like, okay, all right, fine. Like, you know, and then a couple months later, it sparked my head like, yo, let me just ask, see if she working on the album. At least see, she could just do a beat for me then, at least. If she do a beat for me, at least I'll be able to get out my publishing situation and I'll be okay. Like, that's the least. You know what I mean? So I hit her up about that. Like, yo, you just hop on one of my beats, like, you know, you working on an album and saying some shit. Like,
so that was your whole thing. Then it wasn't like, okay, maybe you can't help me with what happened in the past, but you could give me a look now. Like put one of the songs, like one of my beats on your album now and let me eat that way or something like that. Like,
you don't even have to like it to do that. You know, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't have to like it to do that type shit. You feel me? So that spoke volumes for me already. You feel me? So,
right.
Yeah, it was just a lot. And then I ain't gonna lie, it's like, damn, I don't forgot what the fuck I was about to say. So much I'm gonna say, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn. Yeah, next question.
But she responded again and she said, and I got DMs too of giving you advice on what to do with your legal issues. And I will have official Ken Barbie to post them. The issue is that you don't understand. You have to sue Shaft, the one that put you in a effed up deal, not me. You also mad because I don't work with you again. And no offense, I just don't like that sound anymore. You a grown ass man acting like I owe you money for a mixtape I don't own the rights to. You want to get money, go sue Shaft that put us in the effed up contract.
Mm-hmm. But my thing is, here's the crazy part. Everybody keeps saying sue, lawyer. Shaft blocked my lawyer. Cardi blocked my lawyer. They both have my lawyer blocked. I bet you the public don't know that. Go look it up. Go to their following and try and type in Scott Mason. You can't. Like, yo, my lawyer is blocked. So if my lawyer is blocked, how the fuck can anything get resolved?
Well, has the paperwork been filed though? Like that you're planning to pursue? So have you started the process of pursuing?
Oh, you currently?
What?
Right now? You mean like right now?
Yeah, like currently right now. Have you like filed paperwork now to pursue legal action?
Oh no, I'm in process.
You're in the process. Okay, got you. All right.
I'm in process. Yeah, I'm in process. And like I said, and she keeps saying, go sue Shaft. This is why this is why I feel like she don't understand. Because the way how Shaft did that paperwork, if I sue Shaft, everybody's have to get sued. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, she don't understand that though, because she's
going to have to be brought into.
Exactly. That's why it's just like, it's a situation that could just, doesn't even have to be like that. You feel me? Like, and mind you, everybody, why you on this, that. Like I said, at that time, they was in a lawsuit, couldn't do nothing. It's that, you know? Then apparently, my lawyer, I don't even know what happened. Like, he couldn't get in contact with none of them. And then on top of that, around that time, I ain't gonna lie, Shaft did like catch me slipping. when he came back to Miami and shit. And, you know, after that, he comes back. He's like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna help you get your money back from Atlantic. You know, Cardi owes you money too, and da da da. So we gotta I'm gonna help you get that, and da da da. And you know, so Shaf is saying Cardi owes me money. I call her. She's like, Sue Shaf. I call him. He's like, no, bro, you gotta go at Atlantic. And Cardi knows. Cardi got paid already. She should know that. So imagine the public don't know this shit though. They don't know this part.
Wow.
Or like, why you don't da-da-da? Why are you on the internet? Da-da-da. Y'all don't know that part. You feel me? So it's like, I'm humble, bro. I'm very humble because I'm mad humble, yo. I could just say I'm humble, son. And I ain't gonna let nobody kill my humbleness and take me out of character, you know what I mean? I could be very unhumble right now. I can.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
so
yeah.
It seems like you got a lot of love for her still, regardless of everything that has happened, because it seems like you don't want to fully throw her under the bus or like pursue things that will tie her, bring her into the legal, situation. Am I fair in saying that?
Right. Yeah, that was the case.
Okay.
That was the case. That was the case up until a couple of days ago. That was the case.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm not going to keep doing this merry-go-round thing and be led around again and around again. Nah, it's going to stop right now. 2025 is before this shit hit. It's going to stop right now. Right now. That's where I'm at with it right now. It's going to get figured out right now.
Do you take, like, let's play devil's advocate, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What could Swift have done to prevent this situation from happening? Do you take any responsibility in not having your business and paperwork right?
I do. That's what I do beat myself up about, but then I think back at it like, damn, he did like, it was a manipulative situation. You know what I mean? It was hard to even think outside of how you're supposed to think when the illusion is there in front of your face like that. You know what I mean? Everybody say that until they get into the situation. Everybody say, yo, why you ain't that? Why would you sign? Until they get into that situation. It's right there in front of you. And then like everything just seems so fucking good. You feel me? So that's just really what it boils down to. But,
do you think that there was like some, I said, do you think there was some like little like fear or things like, oh, if I press the issue too much about getting the paperwork right in the beginning, they may think I'm being difficult. They may not fuck with me or something like that. Like what was like going through your mind?
I swear to you that exact thing, that same exact shit. Every time I'm just like, damn, I don't want to say or do too much. I know this is wrong right now. It's happening. I'm well aware of this. This don't seem right. But if I say this right now and they cut me right now, that's it. So that played in my head a lot when sporadic thoughts will come out my head I'm about to say, or, you know what I mean? Like if I see something, I'm just like, nah, that's not right. Like, let me tell Cardi, but it's like, boop, nah, just chill. Like, cause I don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Cause then you're saying that like he would come Shaft and Cardi would come around and they would be saying other things to you like, don't worry, we're going to take care of you, or like, just hold on while we finish this one thing.
Yes, that was the whole shit. You know what I mean? It's different. You got to remember, niggas getting promised everything during this journey. It's a promise journey. So it's not like I was said like, yo, look, Swift, here is it. Boom. You ain't never getting nothing else. Like, this is all you're getting and you can't get nothing else. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just like, yo, Swift, just wait till this. And when this time come, we're going to do this. And when that time come, we're going to do this. And then when that time come, we're going to do this. So it's like, it was a ride. It was a ride. It was a ride. You know what I mean? It was a ride. And I ain't gonna lie, like, both parties individually done wrong to each other. Everybody done wrong to each other. I ain't do no wrong. But I see everybody done wrong to each other. It's crazy. But nobody else cares because everybody has money. You feel me? Like, so, yeah, I'm okay. But they got money. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yo, You got to think about this. What artist, like, when have you ever heard of the artist getting on and the producer, that it just don't make sense. And it's not like it was a beat maker. We're talking about the producer to the artist getting on. You know what I mean? That shit, that don't even add up. You feel me?
What bothers you more? What bothers you more? The notoriety that your name isn't placed with more credit, or the money?
It's a mixture of both. But like I said, it was the notoriety with Cardi, because I guess probably she don't understand, like, it's the simplest little shit that could do the most. You know what I mean? It don't have to be, like, it's the simplest shit that could do the most. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's was just something that just wasn't understood. You know, it could have been a post like, yo, y'all remember this? This, yo, go follow, bro. We got some fire beats. He did some of my shit's, like, not one time of that would have been okay for me. Cause it would have been like, it was there, it's on the air. You know what I mean? People would have been, that would have bring motion already. You know what I mean? I developed my own motion though. You feel me? Like, I got my motion, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's what I've been putting in work. That's what I've been doing. When everybody thinking I'm just, I'm working. Even with my kids, yo, when I had my firstborn, all my kids, when they was born, in the studio, the speed is in another room sleeping, and I'm in another room mixing. Like, that's how real it is. I deliver, yo, for real. So
to the people that are in the comments that are saying like, oh, you just messed up and you hurt and you mad, all this stuff like that. If they put themselves in your position and somebody even owed them a fraction of money or anything, like didn't, properly give them credit, they would be just as mad as well.
Man, that's why I don't understand a lot of these people up here saying that, like, can even say that, because it's like, but that's why I don't stress it, because I know, I'm like, nah, if anybody else was in my shoes, I don't know, they would have crashed out a long time ago, went to jail, something. Like, anybody in my shoes that had to deal with that, you know what I mean? Like, been crashed out. That's why, and then it made me realize why a lot of people you just don't hear from them no more. When they come out, and then you be like, yo, what happened to da-da-da? It made, like, I see how it can happen. I see, like, what happens to them. Like, those people that the one-hit wonders.
Right.
The one-hit wonders, I see now what happens to them. You know what I mean? I see how shit play out. The politics behind it. I understand now. I understand the industry. I understand this whole shit. I understand it now. You know, so I'm not just a little young Swift in this shit no more. Nah. You know what I mean? And the whole grown man taking and watching my pocket, she bugging with that speech. That really got me all the way fucked up, because it's like, yo, I was never watching your pockets. That was never the case. I was never watching your pockets.
And I'm not saying Cardi owes you money. I don't know who owes you money, but somebody owes you money, right? And regular people, if somebody owes you even like $100, $20, you mad already. So like, can you imagine being owed way more money?
That's
than
why
that.
All these people saying this shit. These motherfuckers talking like do you hear what's going on? Niggas go crazy for, like you just said, $100. Imagine somebody took $100 from me right now. How you gonna feel?
Right.
That shit, you gonna be like, yo, nah, this nigga took my $100. Like, where you at? Where you at? $100. So we're talking about, like, come on.
Stop thousands, okay.
Hundred thousands. You know what I mean? Like, M's. Like, that's what we talking about here. So y'all talking about, it's like, why won't I be going this hard once I find out, once I'm fully knowledgeable of everything, once I know everything, why would I not black? Why? Why would I stay calm?
So I saw an interview with you from 5 years ago, and they asked you, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah.
Would you say that you've been able to accomplish what you had planned in that 5-year plan? Or do you think that things have not been able to go the way they were supposed to because of this situation?
No. At first, I did think like that. I'm not gonna lie. I did think like, damn, I ain't even accomplished what the hell. But when, like I said, when I got fully knowledgeable of how to when I knocked out how to learn all the how-tos in this shit, like right now up to date and fully with that, the confidence level I'm at with this shit is out of this world. Like I can't even explain it. It's out of this world, you know? So, and that's what they don't understand. They probably thought like I was just gonna disappear, go cuddle up in a ball somewhere, cry, you know, not work
Right, because
again.
you said
I'm
that you're
here.
not afraid of being blackballed, right? Because you did that live recently, and you said that
Yeah,
you're not afraid of
listen,
being
listen.
blackballed.
That blackball shit, like he already done that. That's how this whole shit happened. Once I got the release form in 2016, 17, I knew I was blackballed. I knew that right off the rip. I knew because I started experiencing it. I didn't know. I didn't know until 3 months after I signed that release. That day he was blackballing me. You know what I mean? Or they was blackballing me. Sadly, but yeah. I
What kind of
didn't know.
things that were you experiencing? What kind of things were you experiencing that
I
showed you that you were getting blackballed?
I'll pull up to clubs, the normals that I'd be like, yo, Smith, da, da, da. And yo, I don't know. Da, da, da. But these are all their people. So, I don't know. Da. So I'm not even gonna tell his name because I'm not a drama starter. But I was on a phone with one of my homies and shit. Well, I ain't gonna say a homie, but I'm gonna just say other associate in this industry, you know. But and at the end of our phone call, he said, "Yo, Swift, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know why Chef said not to fuck with you. Yo, I fuck with you, bro. You cool as hell." But it's crazy. He said this to me on some like, he laughing and we just vibing and, we dying about something. I forgot what the fuck we was talking about, but that he says that at the end, we're both laughing still. And he says that. And I said, what the fuck he just said? But I didn't even address it. I said, no, I laughed. I said, yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. But then after I said, oh shit, wow, what the fuck? That explains everything. Now I see why this person did this. Now I see how this day this happened. Now I see why da. So then when I realized that, I said, oh, okay, guard up now. Now I know. Okay, fine. Like, what, you think I'm gonna stop and whatever? Like, nigga, I'm gonna still do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna do it without y'all now. Watch this. I'm gonna make it happen without y'all. Cause that was the thing. He probably thought, he was thinking I wasn't gonna do nothing without him. But literally, that, yeah, I'm gonna give him his credit. He's a genius, He knows what he's doing. But at the same time, and I was able to learn a lot from him, that's where he fucked up at. Cause when you got bad intentions, when you're a genius with bad intentions, and then you put on a genius with good intentions, oh, you're going to lose in the long run. You definitely going to fucking lose in the long run. You know what I mean? You ever seen Pinky in the Brain and all that shit? You know what I mean? That's what's happening here. You're going to lose in the fucking long run. Straight up. That's just what it is. Like, I like for them to think I don't know what I know. I don't know what I know. I love that. I love that for us. You feel me? Like, I love that. But, yeah.
So he can't stop you, but he's definitely stunted the growth though, because like you were like,
yes. I was, all the way, for sure. I fought through it, still broke through that shit, still broke through it, still managed to break through it. You know what I mean? And yeah, still broke through it. I say that what I did, I think moving to Miami helped me do that because it gave me a second to take a breath from the town and everything that was going on. And I really got a chance to meet other people that had business mind specs that, that's doing other shit. And I'm like, damn, why didn't I do this when I was back home? And so I started learning a lot more, just other business people and just, meeting other artists and just mingling more, getting my name up more down here and just doing certain things, Like, so I'm even connected with artists in London right now. I got some shit going on with some artists in London. They about to drop a little situation or whatever. Fucking, I got, it's an artist from, Milan. Like, I'm working on other shit. Like, shout out to Biggie for sure. Cause me and her got a whole situation that we, about to drop too. So it's like, I'm working on shit. You know what I mean? So like when people think that I was so butthurt about Cardi not working with me, it's like, yo, y'all don't even know what I have coming. Y'all don't even know what I have coming, what I've been working on. The reason why I wanted to put on this work so I could be able to show, like, look, that's what y'all saying. That's not it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think Cardi has only put out one album? Because it's been 6 years since Invasion of Privacy. I know she's been featured on a lot of songs, but in a typical case, if an artist has only put out one album and it was that many years ago, then their buzz wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, so now that topic right there, I'm just telling you, this is my opinion. People can get mad at me. This is my opinion. This is what I think. So I just had this discussion too. Somebody just told to me about this, I deliver, bro. I really deliver. So that's another thing you got to pay attention to. When we was working, she dropped 2 mixtapes in 6 months. Now she gets signed to Atlantic. How much projects been out since? You understand? Like, she knows this. She knows I was working, like, that unit, just whatever we had, that unit around that time, and just because I was able to deliver the way I was able to, the ship was able to sell. The product was consistently there to keep going. The product just appeared. Like, it was like, come downstairs, yo, Swift, look, this just happened, make a song about it. Boom. 2 hours later, song done. Let's record. No stress. You feel me? So like, to answer your question, I think I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't know. I really don't.
Well, because somebody in her position now of fame, right, should be able to
find numerous
to get a group. Yeah.
You feel me? Like, numerous. It shouldn't be no problem. None whatsoever. None. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. That's, like I said, there's a lot of politics behind it too, though. When you're in the label, you know what I mean? It's a lot of politics behind that shit. So, that's another thing. Artists, you have to understand that if you sign into a major, just be prepared for permission control, and be prepared for, like, authority, and be prepared to bow. Like, it is what it is. like, yo, this is a fucking industry. That's like that ass. Like, if you're not independent, if you want that major, yeah, be prepared for what comes with that shit. But I could have taken a major deal.
But are you surprised by how well she's been able to maintain her buzz despite not putting out more music?
No, yes. Yes, for sure. Because I see, like, they using, like, even how the sponsors and stuff like that. It's many other things that's around the brand that they're using to keep, you know what I mean? Keep it afloat. But, the people want the music. So.
Right. Cause I mean, like, in the female side of things, right, they usually compare her to Nicki, but Nicki has a whole discography of music in comparison to Cardi having the one album and some mixtapes, you know? So, but
Mhm.
it's, I think in a typical situation, people wouldn't compare two artists like that.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I don't think they would necessarily. Well, here's the thing too, man. Here's the thing too. Like the whole, we talking about Nicki, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't even know how that, like, when I saw the beef, I don't even know how that even generated. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, because, you know, at one point the goal was to get a feature. So when I was completely out the picture, and I saw like the beef and stuff, I was like, oh, damn, what the hell? But, you know, politics behind it, you know, politics.
Right.
You're an artist. If y'all want to get in a major label, be prepared. Politics. Mm-hmm.
All right, Swift. I just want to thank you for your time today, bro. Is there anything you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Nah, yeah. Yo, just I got a lot of shit coming out. Anybody out there that's willing to work, that want to work, contact me on my Instagram. Excuse me, I am in full daddy mode. I got 3 kids in here running around going crazy. Mommy's at work. You know what I mean? So yeah, I still wanted to come up here though and just, you know, bless the area. I see me go pick my kid up from work to school and everything. Like, you know what I mean? But um that's just a little
Yeah,
inside of
because
like,
but you busy. You busy
yeah,
working though, because you with Empire, you doing artist development, right? Warner Music Group too.
everything. So I just did a situation with Empire. I got distro with Empire. Shout out to DVD Global and Press. Major help in helping me.
Shout out to DVD.
Major. Shout out to DVD. Shout out to DVD. But I got the Empire situation. I got another situation that just popped up in Canada. One of my artists just caught a deal. He just caught a deal. We're looking over the offer right now and everything. Say, you know, it's $1 million. It's $1 million deal, and we're looking over everything right now. So see, that's another thing. So that's what I want to say real quick. Artists are getting deals around me. So if I didn't do nothing, that's just solid proof right there. I'm, you know what? I'm not even gonna say no one. Yeah, I'll see that part soon. But contact me, IG, SwiftOnDemand, Instagram and shit, and you know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Lockdown crew. Shout out to, you know, Kels, you know, Money Tree, yeah, Colossal. Everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting me. Yeah, you're right now, man. So yeah. And I got some new music coming out. Shout out to my EP, Bet on Myself. I'm finally dropping again since Live Bounce. Like for real, for real. And Bet on Myself. That's the name of my EP. Bet on Myself. Y'all gonna see that shit.
That's a proper title. That's a proper title right there too.
Yeah. I fuck with that. Thank you. Yeah. So I ain't gonna front. It took me a while, and that's why I haven't dropped nothing, because I'm like, I want the name to mean something, son. Like I don't want to just be like I'm doing the EP. Like I want it to mean something, you know. So Bet on Myself. And then right now I feel like it means everything to me. You know what I mean? So Bet on Myself. That's the EP that's coming. Proceed. Heard about it. Hide. I got 2 other features on there. And yeah, no, I got another big feature on there too. I'm gonna just wait for that. Like, but and I've been working with a lot. Shout out to Biggie. You know what I mean? Once again, like I said, we working on the whole album. So she doing her thing. She's tapping in. So go tap into that. There's a whole bunch of other people right now too. You know, so just hit me up. SwiftOnDemand, Instagram. And I appreciate y'all for having me. Word.